Hello and welcome to another episode of my Let's Play World of Tanks. We're getting back into my regular schedule here. I know that I put an episode up earlier last week because that is why I can't talk. That's because I was up in Lancaster, Pennsylvania doing Cold Wars. I actually ran into just a few handful of people from World of Tanks, mostly people from my clan, but it is, again, a very, very small convention. Next month, this time, though, I'll be in Chicago for my birthday and for Adepticon. That's April 20, or was it 18th through 20-something? 19th through the 22nd, I'll be there. So, yeah, I'll be wearing my WWPD badge and maybe have my YouTube logo or something on as well. But that's a month away. I'll deal with it then. I'll be playing in tournaments for that. But anyway, the match here that I'm showing you guys, this is going to be just one recording then a bunch of live stuff, is actually a crazy ability for showing you that just one tank holding up a whole army will end up ruining just any strategies that you would have come up with. And it's something that could easily have been rectified, and I'll tell you exactly what they should have done when it happens. But it's kind of one of those things where, yeah, I was doing the target priority thing I was talking about last episode, which I all hope you took to heart and were using. But this is more or less the, just what happened, or what went wrong, and what they should have done better, sort of things. You know, I already lost my one buddy here. That was a lucky shot that I was able to make that one just curve right through there. But the E75 does have that nice staying power. It practically is an E100. The only difference is like the hit points and the speed. In all honesty, I kind of like the E100 a little, or the E75 a little better. The E100's nice and all, but it's, I don't know, much bigger of a target, whereas this thing seems to be a little bit more fun. So, everyone's starting to collapse on me. There's not a whole lot of my flanks here guarding me. Not a whole lot in the towns. People are just, they're too far away to really take the good shots. So here we go. I have 3 IS-4s, an E-75, Tiger and a Pershing in long distance. They're all looking to collapse on me. I can't get off that kill shot. Don't know why I couldn't, but it happens. So, I'm going to have to just slowly back up and hope for the best here, but they're going to keep running out in front of me, which doesn't make much of sense, because what they should do is, seeing that I'm really the only one here that can do anything, what they really should do, instead of let me hold them all up right here, is they should be coming and just pushing on top of me. Look how many tanks there are, and they're all sitting here on my front side, where I have the much better armor, the ability to back up if I need to. And of course, here's my target priority. Hit him, let him get on fire. Keep backing up. They all should have collapsed on me at this point and gotten behind me, because there's only 2 tanks now in the city, and then a medium behind me as well. So had they really thought about it, they would have been able to just swarm me, and I would have been dead, because they would have gotten side and rear shots on me. But instead they're going toe-to-toe with me, when I have a much stronger front armor than a lot of them do. My reload is a whole lot slower, so there's no reason why they can't get in between shots. So it's amazing how this whole team was unable to really collapse on me and take advantage of the fact that, seeing that I was able to just jump on top of this guy where he'd have complete angles on me. It's just amazing that they wouldn't think about trying to go around me, when that would have made all the difference in the world, and they would have been able to take me out and push into my base, because they had easily half their team sitting there. And instead, I just, was able to come around and pick them out piece by piece, because they just kept putting themselves out in front of me and not really taking their time to aim the shots or collapse and do what they needed to do. And was just a bad tactic choice on their part. What they should have done was they should have all collapsed on me, saw the numbers they had, and just collapsed on me and flank and side shotted me. But it paid off for me in the end. I mean, we only lost 4 tanks. I held up their entire army. I got steel wall and sniper because of it. I took, 27 hits? So that would be a good tactic. If you know you have the numbers, collapse on that individual. Okay, let's move into some real games here. Alright, so some people wanted to know how I deal with lots of arty, or SPGs rather, and it's quite simple. As you see here, I'm probably going to be a very big target, and there's two pieces of pretty nasty artillery on the other team. So what do I usually do to avoid getting, gutted by them? It's really simple. You just gotta hug terrain and kind of don't present yourself as a target, because it's not going to do me a whole lot of good if I'm getting sit there hit by artillery in the open. I need to go and hug like a wall where I know that they're not going to be able to hit me, or at least reduce the chance that I think they're going to be able to get me, making it so they get maybe 1 out of 10 hits on me or something crazy like that. But it's more so the not presenting myself as a target that's going to save me a lot more than fast moving or anything else, because you can be fast moving all you want. When I was using SPGs, which I'll get back into when I can afford the credits, I'm currently trying to save for that T30. It's a lot of just knowing how to lead properly, knowing the size of the map, knowing how long it takes for your shell to get to where it needs to go. And that's not that hard to determine. So it really comes down to the fact that you need to be hugging terrain, hugging cover, not presenting yourself as a target, and not getting exposed until you're, in cover, or spotted until you're in cover. Because, yeah, crossing this open, I would have been a target if they had, like, a scout find me. If their artillery was looking at me, then, yeah, I'd be in trouble. But it wasn't. Alright, so I gotta watch out for this AMX 100, because I don't want to block him in. The T-34's main cannon, the 120 something, man, that thing can go through any armor if you just aim properly and know where your weak spots are. Like stuff like the IS series does have some weak spots on it from the front. They're very, very easy to point out, and a lot of it is just if they're angling improperly at you, you're going to go right into it because it's going to create a flat surface. And I don't think I really need to tell anyone what they are, but if you don't know, it's the headlights. If they're angled just the right way where they're kind of poking out and they have a flat surface, aim at the headlights, you're going to do a lot of damage. They're going to have a lot of trouble dealing with you from the front. Not to say that that works every time. It only works for tanks with pretty big cannons. But as smaller stuff, probably aiming at the, the sides or the front or the lower glacial always works. See? He had the wrong angle sitting there. Just cruised a shot right through the, where I hope was the headlights. I mean, you obviously can't aim that accurately at this distance. But it definitely pushed him back pretty quick. Now we seem to be overrun in that one corner. So we need to either finish up here and then return to base, or something. Crap, I'm kind of trapped. I'm going to go ahead and return to base. Something that not a lot of people are willing to do is go ahead and turn around and do the hard thing. I'm going to take quite a lot of hits doing this. Nope, I'm good. But our base is going to be overrun in a minute. Someone has to go and do it. Might as well be me. Just hope that we can hold out long enough till I can get over there. And then see what their flanking force is, but I'd rather not get us overrun. And of course leaving them. Now we have a Tiger 2. Tiger 2 should be able to do everything he needs to over there. We did lose our AMX, which is not a good thing, but you know what? We're almost even right now, so we're going to lose artillery. Because they have 2 mediums over there. Come on, T-34, pick up the pace. See if I can't snipe anybody on my way over. Nope. Alright, we lost your... Looks like I'm going to be a Lone Ranger over here in a minute. Ah, man. This is the one thing I do not like, is when you're getting trapped. And this is also something, it shows just the effects of playing by yourself, and also that, not every game I play is going to be a great game. Because I know it comes off as though I'm a great, amazing player, but in reality, I think when I did my rating, I'm above average, or something like that. I'm in the top, some odd percentile. Ah, that was a delayed shot on my end. I don't know why I did that. Oh, no, I'm exposed. So, yeah, artillery's going to range in on me. There we go. Let's see if I can take care of this medium. And it'll be good. The thing with this big tank is hugging him is not a bad idea. They actually have a tank back in their base. That's actually really good. Oh man, I wasn't even paying attention to that part. Alright, take out this medium. Hopefully our artillery takes care of their artillery. I can get back and help out our Tiger. Nice. Some things are going on. Doing good so far. Now. Nope. Our AMX-45 died to their artillery. Wonder what happened. They probably had a nice spot on them. But now I brought it back to even, so not too bad. Tiger's sitting there taking on our... Oh yeah, our Tiger's doing well. Okay, so we're actually doing pretty well then. Seems like, not a problem then. We just need to watch out for this crawling thing of death. That little T-95 is going to be a little tough to take on from the front. I know it's weak spots, and this tank should be a nice counter to it. But man, I need to be careful, especially with their... What is that thing? With their SPG. Because he could still get me pretty easily. I need to watch out for that T-95, try and get around behind him. I know their IS-3 that they still have is kind of hurt, and he's back somewhere. Somewhere far away. So we're going to take this the safe way and probably go through that road. Alright. Nice. Now the trick is to be able to get a shot off, because I'm in an area where it's not exactly the safest. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit this. No. Man, if our Tiger could just get into cover. Actually, what would be nice is if our artillery was able to hit him, but he is at that great angle where he's not going to be able to do too much. Of course, their SPG is going to have freedom of fire on me in a moment. Yeah, you might want to back up past that hill. Gotta watch out, because there's their artillery right now. Oh, what I was afraid of. Alright, now, I know he's around here somewhere. There he is. Oh, they're dumb IS-3. Come on. Uh-oh. Now we're gonna be able to do it. Oh, of course he has 7 hit points left. Come on. There we go, perfect. That's teamwork. He focused on me, which was a bad idea, because I was able to get through that front bottom portion, where he's very weak. He also put himself in a higher position than me. So we'll take out this IS-3, swing back around, take on their base. Whew, that was rough. That was not what I was hoping to have to face. There we go, nice. Now let's get rolling. Their artillery had some pretty easy shots they could have made on me. As to why they didn't, I don't know. That was worth the repair because I don't want to get stuck again. Their SPG probably won't. Well, now I got to be careful because I can only take one more hit. Yeah, our Tiger held out. He did pretty nice, killing 5 guys. Good props to him. He certainly was able to pull it up. See if we can. Yeah. Nothing you can do if your engine's busted, man. So I gotta carry repair kits. Anyone who doesn't carry these in all their tanks, it's like a necessity, I've found. Anytime. You can never know how often that you're gonna need to repair, heal, or put out a fire. And fire is something you need to be able to take care of. So it's, I don't know, it's worth the 9,000 credits every game. Well, not every game, every time you know, burn all 3, but the initial investment, totally worth it. There we go. And there we go. That wrapped that one up. Lucky that he didn't get me. Lucky that T-95 I was able to get right under. So let's do one more. Well, I'm still playing the French AMX 1375. It's a fun tank, but it's kind of... You gotta really know every map, and the proper ways to tackle it and the best ways to handle every route. Right now, it seems like there's... Well, I'll have that AMX with me. But, I don't know. Kinda tough. I don't want to go out and just run around and expose myself, but yet I also kinda know my strengths and weaknesses here. Which is, I can not take a hit from anything, but I can dish out a lot of damage. So I'm better off as a flanker, surprise ambusher, so on and so forth. And this map is not really, we'll let the T-20 catch up. I want him to take the lead. He'll be the bigger target. Let him do the initial push, and then I'll come up and support him. I think that's what I gotta do. I really just gotta know your team, kind of figure out what they're gonna do, and go with them. Not really, just gotta be careful. That's all you gotta do. Everything I do, you gotta be careful and calculated. One mistake, and in this game, pretty unforgiving. You don't get that many lucky rolls where stuff bounces off you. You got a little T-28 that's not worth it. Hey, look! Sirens. I'm sure you all could probably hear that. My apartment apparently sits near a major thoroughfare for ambulance, fire, and police. Go figure. But yeah, so anyway, where was I? Patch 7.1.1 introduced a new whole way of doing mods and stuff. And as you can see, I have mine working. It's not exactly the easiest thing to do. It's kind of complicated because it's, how should I put it? Uh-oh. Come on. Alright. One shot's not gonna be much. Reload now while I still can. Let him back up. So yeah, the mod introduced a new way of doing, or not mod, the patch introduced a new way of doing mods, which has a separate mod folder where you can keep track of all your stuff. And you kind of, the mods on the forums kind of just give you instructions of how to do it. It's a lot of, how do I want to word it? It's a lot of just creating the file structure for what it was originally in. So you have to create a folder for Res GUI mod, or Res GUI Flash or something like that under the whole, come on. Alright, I'll reload here. Back up. Yeah, you gotta create the file structure in that mods folder, and apparently the game checks that mod folder before it checks the actual game contents folder, and that's how it knows to use a mod or not. So, I mean, it works and it's interesting, but it's, complicated to say the least. If you're not familiar with how to create that sort of stuff, I can easily see it being, not necessarily a problem, but a little bit more complicated until mod developers decide to kind of create that structure for you, making it that much easier, but that's... everyone's different. There we go. Oh wow, that's a lot of stuff up there. Let's go hide back here. Alright, we got this Yag Panther to deal with. I'm gonna expose myself though in the process. There we go, come on. Yeah! And that's the beauty of this tank. I have, what, 2 rounds left? I think these 2 count. Uh-oh. There we go. Thankfully, we had our T-34 over here. Alright, so now we've pretty much taken care of everything except that hill. I'm gonna be shooting at long range with this tank. It's not gonna go so well. Especially against a Tiger P? Come on. That's not even fair. Sherman, though. Not a problem. This thing, though. Ooh. Perfect. I'm not going to get full damage on him, but I was able to do enough. Our T-20 should be able to wrap this all up. There's not a whole lot left that I'm worried about. So yeah, how I'm dealing with this right now, I'm just kind of hanging on this corner here. I don't want to go into the thick of things because I know that I'm going to get probably killed by everything on the board still. Don't have line of sight to anything. I'm better off hanging out, waiting. Tiger P. He's in between buildings, so I can't see him. We will just wait. Cautiously and carefully. That Slugger's probably going to be able to do... See, like right now, I'm weighing out the odds of what I have to do in order to go on. in order to attack them. And I know that the TDs will probably be able to take me out no problem. Well, this one just exposed himself, so that's his fault. But anyone else, I really got to be careful of. Because I know that Slugger can probably two-shot me. The Tiger can two-shot me. The other Hetzer would be able to hit me enough so that the Slugger or the Tiger could kill me with one shot. You know what? Let's go. Not waste time. Tiger P is almost dead. I'll let them take care of it. Can I hit that Slugger from here? No. I can hit this Hetzer. Take him out. Come on, buddy. There we go. And I will hit the Slugger. My remaining rounds. Alright, oh darn. Look at that. So close. Well, I'll take 7 kills on an AMX with 1 round left in my gun. Nice. Alright, well, that'll actually do it for now. I want to thank you guys for tuning into this episode. I hope I was able to teach you guys something. I really kind of just rambled on there. Kind of an odd episode where I just kind of had to squeak some things in. I know I was behind and stuff, but man, I'll tell you what, things get busy. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. I will catch you guys in the next episode. Hopefully I will have something new to show you. I have like 6 things on my to-buy list, so I'm going to try and get to them. Anyway, patch 7.2 is coming out soon, so look forward to that, guys. It's on the boards. You can play in the test server up until the 20th. Up until then, should come out sometime end of next week or the following. So, till next time, my Twitter is on the bottom. Rating subscriptions are always appreciated. I'll catch you guys in the next episode.